It's 1 o'clock. Let's call this meeting to order. Roll call. Kristen Hartman, we will discuss that in a moment. Bill Skorick. Here. Becky Carrier. Absent. Paul Winchester.
Here.
Laura Aunun. Or Aunan. Absent. Robert Doring. Stacy Lynn.
Here.
Okay, we've got a quorum. Then I need a motion to excuse Councilmember Hartman. Sorry, no, wrong meeting. Parks President Hartman, Becky Carrier and Laura Aunan. Do we have anybody?
Motion to excuse.
Okay, we have first and a second, and so they are excused.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you much. Keep me on my toes. Then we need approval for the minutes of the Parks Board meeting.
Motion to approve.
Okay,
Second.
all in favor? Aye. Okay. And then an introduction of our two new student liaisons, Kyla and is Eden and Malik Patton and Malik Patton. Okay, and go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Great. I'm Malik Patton. I'm a junior at North Beach Junior Senior High. I play baseball and I don't know much.
Okay. You're a pitcher, are you a
Pitching and outfield.
pitching and outfield? Okay, and yourself?
I'm Kylie Eden. I've lived here for probably about 9 years. I use the parks a lot. Was really excited when I was given this opportunity. I play basketball, do a bunch of other sports.
What are the parks you use most out of curiosity?
Oh, I live closest to North Bay,
Okay.
and then we visit a lot of them, or used to when we were younger. We go on bike rides. Used to visit a lot of them with my brothers.
Okay, well, welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Good board. Public comment?
I received no written ones, so
Okay. If anyone have public comment?
no, nobody's online, so you'd open up.
Yeah.
to the-
Okay, go ahead, Don.
Yeah, I think you covered this before, but I'm just driving around Highway Gone for a while. I noticed this, the signs are all getting faded, and maybe the people could report when they report on their parks. If the
Okay.
signs need to be done something about, yeah. Sure, some are okay, but a lot of them are kind of faded out.
Okay. Anyone else have public comment? All right. So with that, then let's move on to old business. And I'm gonna just go over these briefly because there is quite a number of them. And the first is the walking path that would be at Chinook Park. And so the approved budget for this work is $20,000 with volunteers to do the work. The city will need quotes received by the Parks Board to discuss moving forward with the project. We don't think 20K is gonna be enough to cover the cost of materials based on our estimates. But we could put those materials out, we could put it out to bid, the estimates, and see what they come back at. So obviously, it's kind of weird with Kristen not being here and me filling in for her. She would assign those as an action item to someone normally. So I don't know how you want to handle that. Suggestions, or do you want me just to go through everything and then send you all my notes? And then at the next meeting, you determine how you want to handle these action items?
That'd be the best idea.
I do too, to be honest.
So this is, excuse me, a bid for all the materials.
Anything, so if we did the trail around Chinook Park, what would it cost? It's gravel, the best thing to use, I don't know, to look at the materials. We know that 20,000 won't be enough. It won't be sufficient. So I think it maybe would be even a brainstorming session, to look at what material you'd want to use, get some estimates for that, and then you come back to the city and we discuss that matter, how we proceed to move forward on it. Okay?
So strictly materials and not the machinery or the labor or any of that.
I would just do cost. Right now it has volunteers written down as doing the labor. So it's a volunteer labor project, so we don't need bids on that. We're just gonna need a bid on what would it cost to the path that you want. And what materials would you want to use to do it, so.
Well, my understanding from Kristen is we do need some sort of equipment to dig it out. I don't think we were.
Well, okay, and that's what I mean. I need to know what you're laying down because Public Works likely has that equipment.
Okay.
But I just, until I know what service you're doing it with, I can't answer that question or how you're gonna do it. So,
We can always go back and get additional quotes too.
yeah, exactly. So it's just, I don't want to send that as an action item. I'm not the Parks Board chair. But I'm just gonna convey the information we have this meeting.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's the walking park. The cameras at Chinook, North Bay and the skate park. The cameras that were approved for this budget are not gonna work with our current camera infrastructure. The cameras that need to be installed have to be integrated with our system. And I know that Xander, our IT specialist, is working on a quote for that. The best way to do it would be for our cameras to be connected through fiber optics. We are having fiber that is going to be put down by Hyperfiber shortly. That would be our best system, but we realize that could be a year from now, so that may not be sufficient. So there is a need for the city, the cameras and the city's IT department is going to get quotes. We're in the process of getting quotes for the infrastructure needed for them if we don't go with the fiber option. And we are going to subcontract that out with our IT consultants. So that's going to be a city action item. Okay. Any questions on that?
No.
All right. Lights at the skateboard park. The city has done other solar projects this year and has found the solar lights found on Amazon will unfortunately we are, however, waiting on a quote for Schumacher Electric on light installation. So once we get that quote from Schumacher, we'll be able to move forward on that. On the North Bay lighting, these have been updated with a timer that will only allow, they'll go off at 10 o'clock at night. So the neighbors there should be happier when they go off at 10 o'clock at night. So that has been taken care of. With regards to the water fountain at Emerson Park, the water department cannot install this fountain as they were able to at Chinook Park because the water hookup is different. So the cost is going to go up. But that said, the city is going to go up in the spring when people start playing pickleball again and all of that. And we will look to get a water fountain. I think it's going to probably be something we need. Obviously, you can't have people out there playing pickleball and tennis and not have water as an available option. So, but it probably won't be done until the spring since the rain is beginning to settle in here. The basketball courts at North Bay and Chinook Park. Oh, going back to the cameras really briefly, I know that they wanted us to look into some cameras that they used at the community club. We were really told by our IT department that we wouldn't be able to review it in real time. There would be a number of issues with that. So I just wanted to let you know that that's why we're going with a different option and a different route. We want to have the same kind of camera access that's integrated into our IT systems. So we can see everything in real time and capture that data. There's also public records issues that are associated with that. We have to be able to hold that footage and that data for up to 30 days. This makes us different from the community club. They do not have to comply with the Public Records Act request. We do. We have to be able to have that for both law enforcement purposes, if there's vandalism or things that we see, or should anyone want to withdraw it as a public record to see what was being alleged or what was being charged. So just a slightly different system than what the community club has. Basketball courts at North Bay and Chinook. The city's aware that both need an asphalt overlay repair. The city is going to get quotes for that in the spring as well, but this is not a budgeted item, so we will have to come up with the money for that. And then the RCO grant. So this project could go a number of different ways. The grant doesn't open until February 11th. The parks plan, comprehensive plan, will be turned in prior to March 2nd. The applications for the grant are going to be due on April 30th. Right now, we have to decide the project that we want to submit it depending on costs. And the city is going to want to sit down with the Parks Board and discuss some internal projects that we might be able to do. At a future Parks Board meeting, let's have a general agenda item. The mayor, myself, our project manager and our public works director and our grant manager will all be there in tandem to discuss how we move forward with this RCO grant, because we could potentially go for the full amount. We could end up going for a much smaller amount. There's a number of different things that we can do with it. It just all depends sort of on cost at that level. So That's, that pretty much concludes my overview.
Scott, can we go
Yeah.
back to the basketball courts for
Sure.
a second?
Mhm.
What about the issue of the backboards for the basketball courts?
I was gonna ask that of Becky. Has that been finalized? Is it done?
Last I remember hearing the last meeting is that the backboards don't fit proper and something needs to be welded on to make it fit.
Yeah,
Is that at both parks or just one?
I think it's North Bay.
I think,
I thought one of them was working and one wasn't. Am I wrong?
It's North Bay, backboards are not.
Yeah, they're not compatible with the poles.
yeah, so we.
Gotta be
need to
some
look
welding.
into it.
Fabrication done to the new backboards to retrofit them to the old posts.
Cause the Parks Foundation bought new backboards.
So we have the new backboards there. This is why it's great that you don't know these meetings.
Yeah,
So we've got backboards. Are they actually at Public Works, like in our storage yard?
I believe so.
Okay.
With support, yeah.
yeah.
I was gonna
Okay.
say that, I think that's my understanding.
So I'm gonna talk, then I will talk to Alex Severson and Ricky and to see what the issue is and if there's a timeline to get that up. But we're just talking about North Bay Park, is that
Yeah,
correct?
yes.
All right, I will find out more about that. See where we are with that.
Thank you.
And then with that, outreach at Chinook, Emerson and the skateboard park, I guess that's you?
No, it's,
Nope.
Or I've got Stacy, Robert.
I do the ones you just.
Yeah, we nominated Robert.
Oh, I did not know about the nomination. I did not know a pre-nomination. Okay, so go ahead, Robert.
The skate park, you've already, no, you didn't answer about the bathrooms.
The bathrooms. Oh, yes. Okay, so this is another thing. We need cameras there. The cameras are working. Their cameras are up and running for,
Almost 90 days.
it's got the two camera angles on it, right? We got two
Yeah.
different angles on those cameras. So I think we could, let me see what the mayor wants to do. I know the last 2, 3 have been blown up. How many blow-ups have
Well,
we
we
had?
just put
I think one a year.
Yeah, I mean, it is frustrating that every time the city goes out and puts in a new bathroom, someone blows it up. But we do have cameras out there now and they've been up for like 90 days. I've seen the angles on those cameras.
exactly. So just put the bathroom within.
Within the camera.
zone.
Okay, let me talk to the mayor about that. Yeah, it's, I mean, I just cannot believe how much damage, and then, of course, you all know about North Bay Park, where they ripped out the sink and everything else in the bathroom. So it's just, every time we put effort into making things nice, it's like someone comes in and has destroyed it, and I think this is the 3rd time at the skateboard park this has happened.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
It seems to happen on the 4th of July.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
could be influences from out of town that just come down
More
here.
than likely.
The excess fireworks, no,
Yeah.
This isn't your inspections, though. He's talking about, what's the title? Read it again, Scott.
Oh, the
Item number.
outreach.
Oh, outreach, yeah, outreach. Mhm.
So anyway, at that park, yeah, we're waiting for the bathroom. And also we were told that there were supposed to be fountains put out there and they're not out there yet.
Fountains at the skateboard park.
Yeah.
Who told it? I don't, just, I'm asking, because I know.
Kristen.
Christian said fountains at the skateboard park, so bathroom and fountains. And is that budgeted? Do we know anything about that? I don't know.
Well, I know the Santa can is just been there. And then the other park, where the Lions Club is, I looked that over and we really need to do a little bit of maintenance on the equipment. The hooks that hold up the seats are really rusted. And
On
there's.
the Lions Club Park ones?
Yeah, and there's also some rust on the actual support beams. And if it gets taken care of now, we won't have to tear them down. But like the ones for the swings, those definitely need to, and that's something, if I had a ladder,
Basic maintenance.
yeah, they just need some rust remover and another shot of something to coat it again.
Okay.
But other than that, that park is in pretty good shape. And the signs that somebody had mentioned in the beginning of today's meeting, I have brought that up numerous times. They all are fading. At least I used to do the other park. I can't even remember the name of it. And its sign is almost unlegible. They really faded bad.
Let me make a note real quick of our action items then for the city. And look at signage.
Robert, do you want to cover the questionnaire?
Yeah, I can do that.
I have, oh, yeah, you don't have to.
Oh, right.
There's a meeting of the minds thing there.
But yeah, that's I just look at it, if we don't do something now, it's gonna, well, with the latches on those swings, that definitely needs to be taken care of.
Some preventative maintenance on it.
Yeah, before somebody too big gets in one of those things and snaps.
And is that, yep, you're the liaison for that park, right?
Right. That's all I have for those parks.
Okay. Then we have a discussion item, North Bay basketball court lights, Bill.
Didn't you say that?
It's done. I mean, I didn't know if there's something else that you wanted. to
Oh,
add
no,
to
that was it. We had received some, notification from the residents that the lights are getting turned on at 1, 2 in the morning.
Yeah, so we set that and but I don't know, and they don't, pardon me, Ricky Victoriano is our new public works director. His wife just had a baby, so he hasn't been here and I'm trying not to bother him at home. We looked at two things. We looked at the timer for the lights, which I think is done, and then which lights we could turn on that might shine away from the house. I don't know if that's been done yet. I know we talked.
I don't even know if the complaint is so much the usage of it, because it's
It's the hours.
8 to 10.
Okay,
So, and they weren't saying, it's 10's unacceptable. They were saying they're coming out at 1, 2 in the morning. So I think that was kind of the issue. I think they accepted, it's designated to be open till 10 o'clock, so.
right.
I kind of looked at the lights. I wasn't out there at night. But yeah, I maybe redirecting a little bit, but they look like they're pretty good.
Let's wait a week or so and see if we don't call them, we don't get complaints and the timer's working just fine, then
The
we'll.
time is perfect though. Yeah.
Okay, alrighty. Yep. All right, well, that was the fastest discussion item I've ever had. All right, parks inspection reports. Kristen Hartman on Marine View, obviously not Hill here.
No, I'm gonna do that.
You're gonna do that one? Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
there's nothing to report. I walked out there. Park looks good. Everything's in order. Doggy bags, all the things that should be out there. No garbage overflowing. So yeah, good shape.
Okay. You also have Chinook and North Bay.
Yeah, so Chinook. Walked through the dog parks. I didn't see any goat heads. I mean, the only thing I did.
They're mitigated, they're vastly down right now.
I walked.
My backyard is just, it was a maze of goat head, so.
Whoever did it did a good job, because I didn't have anything on my shoes and I walked all around it.
Good.
One thing, out of Chinook that everything was good, bathrooms clean. The only thing I could find that isn't working is that water fountain next to the restrooms.
Okay,
If you're facing it, the right-hand side, it's got 2 fountains on either side of the water.
Right.
The right-hand side, the button is, it doesn't work. It's like it's broken.
there's still water coming out or is it just the button?
No, water comes out of the other side in the water, in the dog, tray and then the water bottle.
All right, noted.
And then, North Bay, on the swing set. I know that, when people swing, they drag their feet. Well, it's about 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet from the bottom of the swing set. Now, I don't know if they can put more fill in there, but I can't see the little guys getting in there because it's pretty good distance between the bottom of the swing and then where they dug out the ground. So it's a trench, basically.
Okay. So it's basically people just putting their feet down.
They're just digging big holes. And so I don't know if you can put fill in there or if there's any way to mitigate that.
All right, I'll take a look.
The good thing to report about that is I've been checking on that graffiti over in the covered
Yep,
picnic area and there hasn't been any for the last 2 times. And so it doesn't look like, I kind of looked at the garbage can, make sure there wasn't a lot of beer cans and stuff. And it's just,
right.
I don't think,
It got tagged pretty bad. I saw the photos of it.
Yeah,
It was not
right.
great. So,
but yeah, so anyway,
so right now, no problems, no.
No,
When was the last time you were out there? Just like, did you go out yesterday?
yesterday.
Great, okay, good to hear. Good to hear. Okay,
That's it.
anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, Becky's not here. Is anyone going to report on Spinnaker on her behalf? Becky Carrier? Okay. Mr. Winchester?
Didn't notice anything out of order at Grand Canal.
Okay,
Skateboard, the the graffiti and the rusting screws have been, painted, so that's good.
Okay,
But there's still some, broken screws in the surface areas. And it looks like there's a few more starting to break now. It's kind of like rippling. Once it got started, it looks like there's some progression of broken screws.
okay. I might have to have you show Alex that or something,
Yeah.
so we can take a look at it. Okay. Anything else?
Nothing else, other than I talked to Gary, just informally a couple weeks ago, and he
Mhm.
said that there's still a piece to be installed at the skate park.
You're talking about Great Piece, then,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Uh-huh.
And is that piece been ordered? Is that?
It's been delivered to him, and he was gonna get with me, last week, and it didn't happen, so it's in his garage still,
Okay.
waiting to be installed.
All right, so there's a piece waiting to be installed. But he has the piece.
Yes.
So just make sure it's not sitting in the public works yard.
That's correct.
Okay. Is anyone covering Limpet or Emerson Park on behalf of Laura? No. Okay. Robert, go ahead. You already gave me Milo Snyder to some extent, but go ahead, text Mara and Milo Snyder.
Text Lauren, nothing's really changed.
Right.
And actually, I think the last thing that I seen is I still had the skate park, and then she put me on the park over there where Lions Club is. We've had.
That's my, yeah, Milo Snyder Park. Sorry, did you look? that's
Oh,
the-
yeah, I know it is the
Okay.
Lions,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's what I went over. Yeah, the other one, I made a comment before about the goat heads out there.
Mhm.
You know, it's not really a big park, but.
Right.
I watch over at the community center, people walking their dogs from the
So
extra.
you have to pick your dog up.
And so that's why I keep bringing it up. It's the fact that humans, we pretty much have figured out that those things aren't to be walked on.
No, they're really not. No, but your shoes will tell you that if you walk on
Dogs, and that also is very faded.
it. Mhm.
It's the sign's faded.
Signs faded there too.
And then that's the one that I was saying about the swing set.
So Scott, can I ask a question about the signs? So I've noticed they look faded, but I thought that was by design. So does anybody have a picture of what they're supposed to look like or what they did look like?
I'm trying to, well, I don't want to see the difference between a new one or a newer one and the old ones. I'd have to really go take a look.
Yeah, because I know I've seen some too, and I thought, yeah, they're fading out, but then is that by design, you know?
Well, it's supposed to look graduated, but it's the sun, I imagine it has to be where the sun hits
Sun hits,
more.
just
on
general
some
weather
parts.
conditions, oxidation.
Yeah, there's a
All
lot
of that. So what I need to see is a new one.
That's what I'd like to see. is
Yeah.
What it's supposed to be.
Okay, and then we can make adjustments based on that.
But they have faded. You can tell that some, like the Little Park especially, it's bleached out pretty good.
And I know that we've ordered wayfaring signs for the city that are like classic beach wayfaring signs that are like, it looks like wood, but they're not really wood. That shows where all the directional approaches is where you can drive out onto the beach. So those will be going
Oh,
out.
nice.
Yeah, we need better wayfair signs or things like that. We just want to give it more of a beach vibe. So we found some really nice ones and we're gonna be putting those out.
Nice.
Okay. Do you have anything else you want to add? Okay, Stacy.
So I had Gunderson and South End, I believe.
Yep.
Gunderson's fine, looks great, everything's happy-go-lucky there. South End, the tube that you put your fishing line in just needs to be emptied. Other than that, it looks fine.
Okay. Public communication to the council or to council, sorry. Public communication for the meeting. Any other public comments? Anyone online at all? Okay. is Mr. Taylor online for our liaison report? Okay, so Mr. Taylor is not here for this meeting. City liaison report. So I know that Becky is in a meeting right now with the mayor on another project. I know Alex is out working on something. So the only city liaison report I'll give, and it doesn't relate to the parks per se, but I just want to ask is, how often do you get asked about Damon Point as members of the Parks Board?
All the time.
All the time. Okay, so I am gonna put out something. I actually want to work and put it out with the Ocean Shores Observer too. Because I'm not sure that people are aware of what really has happened down at Damon Point. It is officially an island. It's completely an island. It's almost 250 feet of water now, at a median tide between the shoreline and Damon Point. So, at some point, we would like to pull, probably when the berm is completely done, all the concrete road blockage that's down there. But I think that there are still people that have this misnomer that, you know, they can still go out and walk that beach there. There's simply no beach left. And so when people ask you, like, when can we go back out to Damon Point? There really is no more Damon Point. It's an island now. It's totally cut off. I've got some great video of it that I took at a median tide on a placid day. And the current, as it goes through, is extremely quick. You know, you really can't make it out there. Even at the lowest of low tides, it's still impassable. So I just would tell people that it's now Damon Island. It's not Damon Point. We did reach out to the Department of Natural Resources and have a conversation with it. They realized it would cost them probably millions of dollars to attempt to mitigate it. But we are looking at it as the city of how we address that sediment movage, because it is moving along our shoreline toward the marina, a lot of it. And that could affect a whole number of things for the departments of the Army Corps of Engineers and for the port. So we are looking at what would need to be done to stabilize that shoreline. Marshall Reed, our city planner, has been all over this. Our berm, as you know, is in the process of being reconstructed. We're gonna see what happens this winter with king tides when it comes. But if people ask about that, about Damon Point, I really want to get something out in the Ocean Shores Observer that shows exactly what it is I'm talking about. Because I think people are under the mistaken impression that there's still a beach out there, and there just isn't. So it happened extremely quick. Like over the course of 2 years, it went from being a place that you could get out to up to a place that's completely inaccessible without like a kayak or a surfboard now. So so we're not just doing it for matters of public safety. I hear complaints about that. We're doing it really, it's really not there. Okay. And then student liaison reports.
I actually do have a report from
Mhm.
students. that
Okay.
I'll just talk to my friends and then like, hey, I'm doing this for the Parks Board. And the one thing that I got was, well, I wish there was an outside volleyball court. Because I was talking about the pickleball
Okay.
and the tennis courts, and they said, well, we need a volleyball court. Like there's the basketball courts, but there is no outdoor volleyball court. And we do have a successful volleyball team. And so I think that could be something that'd be really enjoyed by the students.
Well, okay, let me, so we're working on the baseball field, obviously, for a North Beach. Does someone want to look in whether that would be the logical place to put a volleyball court? I mean, that's,
Looked at. I can do that.
okay. I mean, I'm just saying, yeah, if there's a logical place to put it, maybe we contact Tim Hiles, because that might be a part of our RCO grant. If we're gonna redo North Bay Park, then we would incorporate a volleyball court into part of our RCO grant.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know
I
that
like that idea.
North Bay did have an area where there used to be a tennis court. And that I just remember from younger years.
Okay,
It could possibly, that also looks like it could be an open enough ground for it.
all right. I mean, again, North Bay Park could serve as the de facto alternate park for the high school and middle school as well. It could just be that.
Mhm.
Because we have the baseball diamond there, we can have a volleyball court there, the basketball courts there. You know, so, let's look into that. Okay.
Okay.
So it's be hard surface or sand volleyball?
Oh, hard surface.
Surface?
They would like
Mhm.
outside weathered court, hard surface.
Okay.
And I mean, if we can go play volleyball out in the sand, and plus there is a sand volleyball court at one of the hotels that has been used before.
Really?
Yeah, it's right across from Ocean Shores Inn and Suites. And it's just a volleyball net with a sand plot. There's like a little sand lot.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Okay, that's a great idea. Thank you.
This is going to the baseball field. A couple of my friends have said, if we could basically flatten the outfield, so it's not as bumpy.
Okay, flat in the outfield. I know that, have you met Tim Hiles? Do you know who that is? He's our grant manager. I think he's applying to be your coach as well.
know that.
He's, the baseball coach. He's Mr. Baseball. So I will,
Yeah, I haven't been told anyone that's actually applying for that, so.
Yeah, the
to level out the outfield.
Yeah, there's a lot of like bumps and like little small hills and divots that really hard to play with.
Just so I know, when was the last time you were out there to look at it?
2 days ago.
2 days ago. Okay, so this is not something.
We might have been out there Saturday.
Okay, no, I just want to make sure it was like within a
Within a
week or
week,
so,
yeah.
right? Okay,
Mhm.
just to make sure that.
And then a question, have you checked the dugouts recently?
I walked through them, there was a little bit of graffiti, but nothing like I've seen
Yeah,
past.
a month and a half ago, it was really bad.
Was it bad?
Yeah.
Well, I noticed, were you part of the work crew out there? Somebody redid the bleachers. They were kind of,
No, I wasn't part of that.
oh, all the bleachers have been painted. It actually looks pretty good out there. I'll check it again though, because I was looking at the field more than anything, but I walked past them. Cause yeah, that's kind of another hidey hole where people party, so.
Yeah, last time I was out there and actually like not hung out, but like went inside the dugouts and checked them, it was pretty bad.
You know which side it was, if you're coming into the field?
Left side.
Okay, yeah, let me run out there and I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I can get back with Scott.
Okay, all right, sure.
Okay, good. Yeah,
That's all I have.
Okay, then we have, and I haven't been to these meetings, the Parks Board member reports. Is this different than somehow? And what do we generally do here? We don't know.
They just asked if anybody has a report.
Does anyone have a report?
No.
Okay, well, that was easy.
It's just
I just-
what's always been on there.
It just seems,
before I
it's like,
started.
it's on there twice and I didn't.
Right,
and I
one's
was-
an inspection, one's a report.
One's a report, okay, so no one has that. Okay, that's great. Then the next future meeting date is Wednesday, November 12th at 1 o'clock here at the library. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Oh, wait,
Wait, go ahead.
Yeah.
I can't get a motion.
we have this ad hoc for this.
Well, there's your report right there. We have, there you go.
That was outreach.
Yes, okay, all
What
right.
we were trying to talk about.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so anyway, what we came up with so far is down here. I just went with a simple format, so what we're just trying to see is how they like what's been done to the park. We're trying to get feedback. And so, if everybody can just, on the next meeting, see if there's other things to add or delete, et cetera.
Okay,
That's pretty much it as far as, and then I talked to Kristen and she said, once we have the final done, we'll ask the city to post it on the website on the city.
that's where I was gonna ask, how do you have a plan for disseminating it out?
Yeah, the city and, Kristen said last time that we did a questionnaire, it was during the Sawdust Festival, so we've got to look at maybe some key festivals that we can, physically ask the public if they would take a minute. That's why I went with yes and no, so it's easy enough for them to just scratch and put it down.
Okay,
But that's where we're standing so far with this.
A festival that could be looked at for that soon is like the Silver Bells Holiday Festival. It's a craft festival.
Yeah.
If you're interested in getting it up soon, I know it happens in like late November, early December.
Yeah, we may be able to have this ready. That's really good info.
Razor Clam Seafood Festival, we'll have, obviously we got Celtic Music Fest coming in next week, I think.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be ready.
That won't be, and that will be mostly an out of town crowd. I mean, that's a much bigger out of town.
Yeah, the in town, so we can do a few, and she said maybe even do a few live, just going out there and asking people that are using the park.
Okay, I'd be curious how some of these get answered, to be honest. Interesting, okay. Just remember, keep it, the easier you make it for people,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
more feedback you're gonna get.
So Robert, the distribution, so the copy we have now, is this the one that's gonna go out?
No,
No.
it's just a
Draft.
just a
Okay.
Yeah,
beginning. This is our first draft.
Okay, so this is just to kind of look it over and.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if anybody has any ideas that they want to add to it, certainly
Oh,
let
okay,
us know
all
so we can
Yeah,
add
any-
to it.
And
And
how the city would do it is they would make a survey monkey, like a.
Yeah, that's what I'm,
They would-
that would be the ideal way.
Yeah.
You can go with possibly
Put
an.
it on the website, put it on social
Yeah.
media pages.
An area for extra comments or something if somebody's middle of the road.
Okay.
Okay.
Now can I now is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
Okay,
I'll take it.
all in favor?
Aye.
All right, meeting adjourned. Thank you.